Medical Plan Benefits, Part 1. So here's where we have to weigh the costs and the benefits. We already know that Plan A is the most expensive and Plan C is the least expensive. But what do you get for your money? Let's take a look. Here you see this table is broken down into three different plans. And down the left side, you have 12 different elements to the plan. Let's start with deductible, and this is per plan year. This is the amount you pay before your plan starts to pay. It's a way of making sure that the consumer is paying a good portion of the cost before the plan has to start paying. From an insurance company's point of view, this deductible protects the group's money so that it can be used for people who have already paid a lot of money out and have had a lot of medical expenses. Check out the differences in the deductibles here. If you choose the HD plan, high deductible, by the way, and you have a family, that's a $5,000 deductible. That means you pay for all of the sick visits and prescriptions and such until you hit $5,000. A sick visit to the doctor might be anywhere from $100 to $200 if the visit isn't complicated. You might get a, quote, discount for having insurance, but really it's a contracted rate that the doctor's offices have with insurance companies. The doctor says, if I accept XYZ insurance from my patients, I agree to only charge them $100 for a sick visit, or something like that. Now, on the other end of the scale, if you're a single employee on Plan A, over here, you only have a $1,000 deductible. Your insurance will kick in a lot sooner, won't it? But remember, those monthly premiums were higher. Make it stop. Okay, out-of-pocket maximum. This is the most you'll pay for covered services. After the max is reached, your plan will pick up all of your covered medical expenses. What's covered, you ask? That would be your doctor visits, prescriptions, blood tests, ER visits, that sort of thing. Getting lip plumper? Nope, that wouldn't be a covered expense, so you're on your own there. Across all three plans, the out-of-pocket max is about the same. Most healthy people don't meet these out-of-pocket maximums, except for special cases such as having a baby or having major surgery done. But for someone with cancer, think about the implications. They won't be paying after they meet this maximum, and that could really help out when the medical bills reach up into the hundreds of thousands. Office visit copay. This is your typical cough cough, I'm sick visit to your doctor. A copay is your share of the cost of the visit. Here you see if you pick Plan A or Plan B, you just pay a small amount. A little more to see a specialist, like to see a podiatrist for a punishing case of toe junk, for example. But over here, check it out with Plan C. That office visit will cost you, like I said before, $100, maybe $200, depending on the doctor and their contracted rate with the insurance company. A family with 3 kids might go for 10 office visits a year. That could be over $1,000 for visits alone, not to mention any prescriptions that might be needed. Yikes! But if you have, for some reason, met that high deductible, you would pay only 20% of the cost of the visit. Preventive care. There is hope, people. Laws that went into effect in recent years have required preventive care to be covered at 100%. That's your annual physical, a kid's checkup, your MMR vaccination, and when you're older, mammograms and colonoscopies. Fun times. The idea behind offering these free of charge is to make sure that everyone has access to these preventive services and not avoid them due to cost. Insurance companies see it as a cost saver for them if people get their annual physicals and detect problems before they're much harder to cure and more expensive to treat. In Part 2, we'll be discussing things like lab work, x-rays, urgent care, and prescription drugs, so stay tuned.